Hi there. Actually, I'm going to start the record, and I'm going to explain today solving quadratic equations, or actually writing quadratic equations in the form of completed square when the leading coefficient is not equal to 1. So I will write the title. So writing quadratic equations in the form of completed square when the leading coefficient is not equal to 1. Such as in the following example. Let me write an example. So we know that the general form of the quadratic equation is y is equal to ax squared plus bx plus c. Sorry, plus c here. Okay. All right. Let me start with the first example. Here. So if they say, okay, example, and it's y is equal to negative x squared plus 2x plus 5. So as you can see, the leading coefficient of x squared is -1, and it must be 1. Accordingly, factorize -1. How do we do that? So it will be y is equal to, if I get the -1 out, open a squarish bracket. So this will be x squared minus 2x minus 5. If you insert the -1, so it will be negative x squared plus 2x plus 5. So this is equivalent to this. So this is step number 1. And then you go with the steps as you are used to. You will say a is equal to 1. It's the coefficient of x squared. B is equal to -2. It's the coefficient of x. And C is equal to -5, which is the constant on its own. Perfect. And then you know that the general form of the completed square is, you open a big bracket to the power of 2 minus a small bracket to the power of 2 plus c. In the big bracket, you say x plus b over 2, and in the small bracket, you write b over 2. Let's substitute. Let me open a new page. Sorry about that. Okay. God. Sorry about this. Okay. Let me open a new file here. All right. Okay. So, okay. So, let me write the example once again. Sorry about this. So, I will say here, example 1, and it's y is equal to negative x squared plus 2x plus 5. And as you can see, the leading coefficient is -1 and not 1. In this case, we need to factorize the -1. So it will be y is equal -1 will come out, open a squarish bracket. So it will be here x squared minus 2x minus 5. And accordingly, the a here is the coefficient of x squared, which is 1. B is now the coefficient of x, which is -2, and C is the constant on its own, and in this case, it's -5. Then the completed square form is y is equal to, you open the big bracket to the power of 2, minus a small bracket to the power of 2 as well, plus C. In the big bracket, you write x plus b over 2. In the small bracket, you just write b over 2. Let's substitute the values. This one, you should always memorize this form, okay? Let's substitute now the values of b, of a, b, and c in this form. So y is equal to, oh, I just want to say one thing. Don't forget to put the squarish bracket with the -1 out, okay? Because we're rewriting x squared minus 2x minus 5 in the completed square form. So accordingly, you're going to do the following. So x plus over 2 to the power of 2. What is b? b is -2. So you write here -2. Okay? And then minus, that squarish bracket to the power of 2 over 2. And what is b again? It's -2. Okay? And then plus C, which is -5. So in this form that we should memorize that I wrote in green, you should only substitute the values of A, B, and C, or okay? And now you're going to say y, you're going to simplify. Y is equal to, like I said, don't forget the squarish bracket with the -1 outside. So if you simplify, x will stay as is. Now, -2 over 2, it's -1. So here it will be -1 to the power of 2 minus -2 over 2 is -1 to the power of 2. It means -1 times -1. So it's 1 plus -5. It will be -5. Let's simplify further. Y is equal to, don't forget the -1 out there. Open the squarish bracket. So here it will be x minus 1 squared. And then -1 minus 5, it's -6. We came to the end of the question. Now, if we want to insert the final form, if we want to insert the -1, so we keep the negative there and we say x minus 1 squared, and then -1 times -6, it will be +6. And this will be the final answer. Okay, I am sure that you will understand better in the next example. I'm sure you will understand better in the next example. So here, let's say, example 2, and y is equal to -x squared plus 12x plus 5. The leading coefficient is not equal to 1. So what do we do in this case? We need to factorize. The -1 will come out. Open the squarish bracket. So this one, it will be x squared minus 12x minus 5. So this expression is equivalent to the original. All right, if you insert the -1, you will get back the original expression. Now, you're going to say here, A is the coefficient of x squared, which is 1. B is the coefficient of x, which is -12. And C is the constant on its own, which is -5 in this case. The general form of the completed square is, you open a big bracket to the power of 2 minus a smaller bracket to the power of 2 plus C. In the big bracket, you will write x plus b over 2, and in the small, you will write b over 2. Let's substitute the values of a, b, c in the completed square form. And how do we do this? We say y is equal to, the x will stay as is, plus over 2. What is b? b is -12. And all to the power of 2 minus, open a bracket to the power of 2 over 2. What is the value of b? It's -12. And then plus c. C is equal to -5. Then you need to simplify. So x will stay as is, -12 divided by 2. It's -6 to the power of 2 minus -12 divided by 2, it's -6. And -6 to the power of 2, it means -6 times -6, which makes it down or brings it down to 36. Plus -5, it's -5. Let's simplify further. Oh, I forgot one thing here. Okay, let's not forget that we must insert this or place all this in the squarish bracket, and the minus 1 is here, and here is the squarish bracket again, and minus 1 is here. And then y is equal to minus 1, the squarish bracket. Let's simplify this one further. So x minus 6 to the power of 2 will remain as is. Minus 36 and minus 5 will come down to minus 41. Now, in order to finalize the answer, we say y is equal to, if we insert the negative 1, so it will be negative x minus 6 squared, and then negative 1 times negative 41, it will be plus 41, and this is the final answer. That's how we write this quadratic expression in the form of completed square. Let's do one more example. How about this example? So example 3, let's say that y is equal to negative 2x squared plus 16x plus 1. As you can see, the leading coefficient is not 1, it's negative 2. So we need to factorize it. So y is equal, the negative 2 will come out. We put the squarish bracket, and here it will be x squared minus 8x, because minus 2 times minus 8x, it will bring back 16x. And here it will be minus 1 over 2, because minus 2 times minus 1 over 2, so here I will write it, minus 2 times minus 1 over 2, it will be 1. So we will get back the 1. So that's how we factorize. After we're done with the factorizing, we identify the a, which is the coefficient of x squared, and it's 1, and the b, which is the coefficient of x, and it's negative 8, and c is the constant on its own, which is negative 1 over 2. Now, let's always memorize the general form of the completed square. So you open a big bracket to the power of 2 minus a smaller bracket to the power of 2 as well, plus c. In the big bracket, you will write x plus b over 2, and in the small bracket, you will write b over 2. Let's substitute the values of a, b, and c in the completed square form. And it will be y is equal to, don't forget the square, sorry. Don't forget the squarish bracket with the negative 2 out. So x plus over 2. What is b? B is negative 8. All right. And to the power of 2 minus b over 2. And again, what is b? It's negative 8 over 2. And then you will say plus c, which is negative 1 over 2. Okay, perfect. So we just substituted the values of a, b, and c in the completed square form. Actually, there is no a, it's only the b and c, all right? Let's simplify now. So y is equal to, don't forget the negative 2 and the squarish bracket. So it will be x minus 8 divided by 2, it's minus 4. Plus minus 4, so it will bring it down to minus 4 to the power of 2. Minus 8 divided by 2, it's negative 4. And negative 4 to the power of 2, it's negative 4 times negative 4, and it's 16. Plus minus half, which means minus half. Okay? All right, let's simplify further. So y is equal to, don't forget the negative 2 and the squarish bracket. And here it will be x minus 4 to the power of 2. It will remain the same. Negative 16 and negative half, same sign, we add and we take the sign. So it's negative 16.5. To finalize our answer, we can just insert the negative 2 into the squarish bracket. So it will be negative 2 x minus 4 squared, and then the negative 2 times negative 16.5. So negative 2, sorry, negative 2 times 16.5. The answer will be negative 2 times negative 16. It will be plus 33. And that's the completed square form of this question. I have one more example that I hope you like and you will understand even better. Okay. So, example number 4. Example 4. If they say y is equal to negative 6x squared minus 4x plus 2, and they want us to rewrite it in the completed square form. So the leading coefficient is negative 6. It's not 1, so we need to get it out. So we will say y is equal to negative 6 will come out, open the squarish bracket, x squared plus 4 over 6x. Why it's 4 over 6? Because if you say 6 times 4 over 6, considering the sign, the answer will be negative 4. So we will get the negative 4 back, right? Here it will be minus 2 over 6. Close the square bracket. Why? Because if you say minus 6 times negative 2 over 6, the answer will be 2. Okay, because this one is over 1. So numerator times numerator, denominator times denominator, and this one here, it's over 1. So numerator times numerator, denominator times denominator. Okay. All right. So now we can identify that A is the coefficient of x squared, which is 1. B is the coefficient of x, which is 4 over 6. And C is the constant on its own, which is negative 2 over 6. Always memorize the completed square form. Y is equal to, you open a big bracket to the power of 2, minus a smaller bracket to the power of 2, plus C. In the big bracket, you say x plus b over 2. And in the small bracket, you will write b over 2. Let's substitute the values of b and c in the completed square form. And y is equal to, don't forget, the minus 6 and the squarish bracket. Now you may proceed. So you will say x plus b over 2 to the power of 2. What is b? You write it as is since you're using a calculator. 4 over 6 all over 2. Okay? And then minus the small bracket b over 2. What is b? Write it as is. It's 4 over 6. And you insert it in the calculator as fraction 4 over 6 over 2. Okay? And plus c, write it as is. It's negative 2 over 6. Basically, you're done. All what you need to do now is simplifying it, simplifying the expression. So y is equal to, don't forget the negative 6 and the squarish bracket. So here it will be x plus 4, if you insert like the fraction button, fraction once again, 4, go with the arrow down, 6, go again with the arrow down, 2. And you insert this in the calculator, it will come down to plus 1 over 3 squared minus, if you insert the squared button and then put brackets and then press the fraction button and the fraction button again. Insert 4, go down with the arrow, insert 6, go down with the arrow, insert 2, and put the equal. This will come down to 1 over 9. So 4 over 6 over 2, all to the power of 2. It will come down to negative 1 over 9. And plus minus 2 over 6, it will be minus 2 over 6. Just simplify further. Y is equal to minus 6, open the squarish bracket, and here it will be x plus 1 over 3 squared, and then minus 1 over 9 and minus 2 over 6. It will come down to minus 4 over 9. Okay, now all what we need to do is to insert the negative 6 into the squarish bracket. So y is equal to negative 6 times x plus 1 over 3 squared, and then minus 6 times, so minus 6 times minus 4 over 9. The answer will be 8 over 3. So plus 8 over 3. And this will be the final answer of rewriting the quadratic expression in the form of completed square. Please do watch this record as many times as you need to. And I'm gonna wish you all the best at your examination tomorrow.
Thanks.
And I will see you where when the leading coefficient is not 1. Sorry about that. I just didn't want to lose this document so that I can forward it to you guys. And thank you so much again for watching this. And I will see you in the next record sometime soon. Bye-bye.